Personality is
Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, David. Hi, Yuna. Thank you for being here. No, you're cute. Only cuties here. Only cuties in this stream. Is everybody having a good day so far? Get good sleep, get something to drink, hanging out. Yeah. Hell yeah. Said hell yeah. It's true, only cuties because we're all cute. That's true, that exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I am saying. If you look in the mirror, you will see a cutie. Yes. That is true, that is true. We're only spitting facts here. Only facts. Alright, so normally I have normally been doing Duolingo every Wednesday. But today I'm feeling a bit tired, so I might do it towards the end of the stream, if at all. But I might not do that today. So I'm sorry about that. But I can still read a couple of folk tales. But I wanted to start with just appreciating street food in the cities like Saigon and Hanoi. There's a YouTube channel that I really like, a big fan of, and they give me the cheap street food. I like the dollar menu. So yeah, I'll wait a little bit for some more people to come. And I know it's like kind of like not, so I didn't choose the Duolingo category, and I know it's not like totally organized because I have a bunch of like anonymous questions in my inbox. If I'm looking at my profile right now, I have like 70 questions that I haven't answered. So there's some from a month ago and there's some from 3 days ago. So I have to I have a lot. I have some questions in my inbox. Maybe it's not 70. Ooh, hold on, let me see my profile. It says I've answered 70 so far. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have 22 questions I need to ask. If you want to ask me something on before I get to it later, ask me an anonymous question. Bada bing, bada boom, right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Go ahead and ask me a question on there if you like. And I'll get to it probably after we watch some videos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 videos lined up. We might not get to all of them, but I'm like, I don't know, my brain, I just need some rest today. Sometimes your brain needs a break, and my brain needs a little bit of a break, so it would make me very happy if we could just watch some videos about Vietnamese street food together today. You don't have a brain? You don't have a brain? It's okay. It's okay. Don't need one to appreciate the good things in life. Do what you want. I want to watch them all. I was so excited. I put them in order of how I wanted to watch them too. Hanoi. Oh. Yeah. I just really like food. I zoomed in on my chest. I didn't even realize it did that. I was looking at another tab. My brain. Oh goodness, I'm cut off at the edges. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. That means VTube Studio is too small. Unacceptable. What is this? Why is this happening? Oh, that's just straight up rude. We're gonna have to fix that. There. Getting a little better. What is going on? You see it here first, folks. The scuff. There we go. I just don't like when that happens. Don't like when that happens. But yeah. So, is there anything that, like, are there any foods that you don't like? I know one of my foods that I don't particularly enjoy is coleslaw. I don't know if anyone is with me or against me on that, but I just don't really like coleslaw that much. I don't like the idea of, like, no, I just don't like the idea of putting, like, sugar and mayonnaise on vegetables. It's sugar mayonnaise. It's sugar mayo. I guess it, like, depends on the slaw. If it's, like, on something, like, maybe it's good. I don't like it as a side, like, by itself. You don't like boom? What? What? You don't like noodles? Trời ơi, má ơi. What do you eat? Oh. I love bumbawe. Bumbawe is my favorite. You used to enjoy spicy food, but at this point you don't think the aftermath is worth it. You don't like the spicy poops? The spicy poops and the bloaty and the toots? What? You know, like, when I eat spicy food, no matter, like, if it's, like, light spice or little spice, my nose gets really runny. So I always have to blow my nose while I eat spicy food. It clears up my sinuses. You're old. You can't handle them as once when I was young. No, you're not old. Shut up. You're not old. No way. My favorite Vietnamese food. When I go out to, I like bánh xèo and I like bún bò Huế, and I like bún riêu. I know I'm not saying it right. Bún riêu. Oh, stop it. The one with, like, the Ryoko. Smooth brain here. Stop it. I'm not your favorite. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to my face. Rio. Boom Rio. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's my favorite. It's very stinky. I like it stinky. And then yoikung. So that's, like, my top foods. Like, I enjoy pho, but, like, I don't eat it often when I go out to a pho place. I always eat bánh xèo, yoikung, bún bò Huế, or bún riêu. Yeah, I know. You said pho is basic. No, pho is really good. Like, I mean, like, if you get it for me, I crave it sometimes, but, like, as soon as I get to the restaurant, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna have pho today. I'll take a bite of yours, but I'm not gonna have pho today. But, like, if we get, like, if we, like, take it home, then I eat it. Like, I'm all about it. Oh, and a good banh mi is, a banh mi is always great. I guess I don't have a favorite. I have, like, my top I have, like, my menu. Oh, and then bún thịt nướng. Bún thịt nướng is really good. God damn it, I can't decide. Bún thịt nướng is so good. Look at this. Look at what? What are we whipping out? Beef noodle soup. I have not found a beef noodle soup from any culture I didn't love. That's true. Alright. What are you sending me? Oh. Is that... So, I see tofu, and I see... Is that like pork? What is that? What is that I see in this picture? I got cilantro. We got some mint leaves. What we got? Pig organs. Shut up. I love that shit. I love that shit. I love the stomach. I like stomach lining, and I like the, because it's so chewy. Like one part of it's chewy, one part of it's crunchy. And I like. yeah. I like cartilage too. Yeah. Oh god, it's so little good. Why you don't cook for me? Is that like a fermented sauce on the side? Like a stinky sauce? You're sending me a link to Vietnamese pizza right now? Bum dao. Bum dao. Pizza. Ooh, yeah. Bum dao pizza. That sounds good. Bum dao is really good. Ooh, we got the shrimp paste. Hell yeah. We love stinky foods here. Only stinky foods here. Stinky food. I always add the shrimp paste. I always add the fish sauce. My grandma always yells at me. She's like, "You're gonna get sick. It's too salty. Too salty, too stinky." I'm like, no. No, lady. No way. I have to eat it. Have to. Maybe I'll do like a Vietnamese food mukbang. Do a little slurpy slurp. Yeah, once I start getting weekends back off again, when I stop working my weekend job, because the place that I really like to get bún bò away from, they only serve it on Saturdays. The rest of the week is like pho, but Saturday is bún bò away day, so I have to like get it from then, and then I can do a bún bò away mukbang. I don't know how to make it myself. The only like I love Cali. I like LA. Yeah. I was actually born in California, but I was only there until I was 2, so I can't like remember any childhood. But wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? Are you in Cali? Are you in Cali? Let's go. And I'll fly over if you're in Cali. I'll fly over. You just, oh damn. Never mind. No, yeah, I went on vacation a couple of times. I liked it. It was fun. It's out of my if I can, I would raid my houses. I have a little California is out of my price range right now, like to live at. I can't visit for a while because I'm a little broke right now. If you don't mind sleeping like on an air mattress or like a beanbag or something, you could come. Yeah, a lot of Vietnamese people moved out. Yeah, it'd be like that. It's expensive. Alright. Let's see here. So the first video I have is best breakfast in Saigon. A place called Phoholic. That place is so good. Phoholic. Are you in Vietnam or are you in America? Or maybe neither. I don't know where you are. It's okay, you don't need to tell me. I don't need to expose you like that to strangers on the internet if you don't want to be exposed like that. You live in my heart. I keep you in my heart, in my little pocket. You're in Hanoi right now? I don't think I can go this year. I'm thinking maybe next year I'd like to go back. I have to check to see if my visa still works. I dropped my visa in the water, and so when I was coming home, like from my last trip there, my only trip there, and I dropped my visa in the water, and so when I was like going back home, like my picture is like half washed out, and I don't know if they'll still accept it. But we'll see. We'll see. You will wait. You will wait for me. Come see me. I will wait for you. Alright. Come to your cafe. Oh my god, what if I found out we're related? When I visited, my Vietnamese is terrible. And I met a lot of family. I don't remember any of their names. It was all like a blur. I know some of them, but I don't remember. Like, it was just a blur of me like napping constantly, just sleeping in hammocks all the time, waking up, showering, being fed, going to sleep, waking up, going on the moped, on the scooter, driving somewhere else. So I don't know, but like I feel like I went to a lot of like cafes that my family owned too. Better to find out you're related to a chat member than find out you're related to a date. That's true. You never know. No, I don't think so because when I went there, they didn't really speak English. My family members didn't know how to speak English, so it's okay. So I feel like it is very likely that we are not related. Only Mingjung speak English. That's true. And my Vietnamese is terrible. I'm trying to be better for you. I'll try to be better for when I go. Central, yeah. I don't know a lot about Central. I haven't really been there. I want to go to Sapa. I know that's up north, right? I want to go to Sapa. I know that's far away, but I want to check it out. I think it would be fun. My family is from they learn because they want to trick you. Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you get a lot of tourists, you gotta make the money. Listen, in this economy, you gotta try to make the money. My family, I have some family in like Ho Chi Minh, but a lot of my family is from like Gamao, so it's really hot. We went all the way down to the southernmost, like that little park at the tip. Yeah, everybody lives in Gamao. Very hot, very sweaty. It was a long trip from the city to get there, and I ended up with a big scar on my booty from sitting too long on the scooter. I still have a booty scar. That was almost 4 years ago. I think, yeah. In November it'll be 4 years. Yeah, it's okay. I like to buy stuff anyways. My family all from Gamao. Alright. Joke's on you. You don't have to trick me into buying stuff. I trick myself into buying stuff. It's okay. Support locals. Support them what they do. Alright. Are we ready? Are we ready to rumble? Wee. Oh god. Hold on. Duh. Alright, I have to get small so we can see chat. Okay, I guess most we can see chat, and then I gotta put in my commands. You like him? I like him a lot. He lives near you? Oh my gosh. Have you ever like seen him out and about or like talk to him? A temporary house? Yeah, that's cool. You should take him on a tour. I applied to like be one of his videographers when he came to the US for a little bit. But they didn't end up coming, I think, or maybe they did, but well, needless to say, I didn't get the job. But I was close. We were talking, we were emailing a little bit. I was close. It's okay, I'm not into videography that much anymore. Alright, so this is the best breakfast in Saigon. So we're gonna close the music. We're gonna make sure this isn't too loud. And it's pretty loud, sorry. I hurt you, sorry headphone users.
And this is the best ever food review show.
Alright.
Now, someone commented.
We'll turn it down just a little bit more. And then I gotta turn it up for myself, because I cannot hear. Alright. Ready? We're watching the best breakfast in Saigon.
Not too long ago that I should change the name of my show because best ever food review show is too hard to remember. Well, it would be kind of hard to change the name considering this actually is the
Best ever food review show.
So instead, I'll be inserting some gentle reminders throughout the show. Also, fans of the show, you are now called besties. I'm sorry, you have no choice in the matter. You are all my besties, and I'm your bestie.
Besties.
Moving on.
We're
Today I'm going to show
besties.
you where I eat breakfast
What
in
the heck?
Saigon. But you can't start your day without a lethal dose of Vietnamese coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I usually get coffee in the morning. Now, Vietnamese coffee, I don't know how it works exactly. It's pre-made. It is a
Wait,
syrupy coffee.
my chat bot
It is super
might not
thick.
be on.
So this one is just a coffee that's
Oh, God.
black. If you get it black, it is so completely bitter. It's intense, bro. My coffee right now, being made the traditional way, I don't know.
Sorry, y'all. Alright, I'll put him over there.
Know how people handle it. All the sugar.
That is so much condensed milk.
Vietnamese coffee like this that you find on the street, it usually has the coffee.
Oh my god.
It has condensed milk, which is super sweet, almost like a liquid frosting, and it has sugar, as if that wasn't sweet enough. They put it in a nice little to-go pouch for you.
Sorry. I don't know why it's being difficult. My chat box isn't working. I just set it up. All you hear is sounds, yeah, because I'm having a little difficulties. Because I hope my commands are working. There we go. My commands should be working now if they didn't before to get to the Discord or anything. Alright. They should be working now. Let me test it. There we go. Sometimes it be like that. Okay. Alright, I have to log into one more thing and then we can continue with the video. Alright. I apologize.
Condensed milk, which is super sweet, almost like a liquid frosting, and it has sugar, as if that wasn't sweet enough. They put it
more
in a nice
sugar,
little,
more sweets.
to-go pouch for you. The coffee becomes a nice mocha brown, and let's give it a try.
You got the strong, bitter stuff.
It's not bad. Somehow, the intense sweetness of the condensed milk kind of cancels out the bitterness of the coffee. If you want to get some fancy coffee, go to a cafe. But here, this coffee, this costs $7,000. So it's like, I don't know, 30 cents or something like that.
30 cents.
I'm feeling it.
30 cents. Let's go.
Look at other stuff.
Look me. Look me lucky.
What I really wanted to do today is give you guys a little bit of a tour of the neighborhood here, because it's a lot different, you know, getting into the alleys of Saigon. The alleys in Saigon are really like the heart of the city. This is where you find the life, all the activity in the morning. Even right now, we're blocking multiple motorbikes. It's very annoying for all.
Oh yeah, that shit's good.
Actually, maybe you should move over a little bit. What we have here is a banh mi stand. Now, I featured banh mi in a previous video when I was in Viet. What is this? Hey, I don't know. Maybe it's meat. Maybe it's fried tofu. So I featured banh mi in a previous video in Viet. Now, the price there was $30,000. It's about $1.50. But that is the drunk foreigner price. Here it's a very local area.
Oh my god, that's so loud.
Charge $14,000 here.
Thank you for the follow. I'll turn that down. I'll have to turn that down. That alarm down. Yeah. Proud Scotty, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You used to live there? It is crazy. Yeah, it's a big tourist spot, isn't it? I don't think I've been there yet.
75 cents. Not bad.
Hey, yo.
One thing that's really interesting.
I normally make our brains really wrinkly by doing some Duolingo lessons to start, but I'm very tired today. So let's just appreciate some Vietnamese food. And I might do, I really want to do also, it doesn't have to do with the Vietnamese lesson, but I'm also going to be answering anonymous questions on Tal Anam. So I'll put that link back into the chat. So, some channels should be able to, I'm very new to it, but some channels you should be able to post. I'll make a specific memes channel, okay? There is a Discord. I don't have a memes channel yet, but I should make that right now. Hold up. I'll make that after the stream. Yes, join the Discord. Join the Discord. It's not very active yet because I'm an old lady. I had my friend make me a template. My friend's a moderator. But if you want to be a moderator too, I trust you. We can set it up after. I may or may not have a meme channel, but if I don't, we'll do it. We'll do it after.
About the alleyways in Saigon is there are so many businesses that are run out of the front of a house. There's also businesses run from a bicycle.
I have no money. I have no money. I am poor. I am poor. So, how about a smoochie? Okay. I am a poor old lady. I give smoochies if you help.
Behind me, you see this is a salon of sorts. And so this is a local place. And you could come here if you wanted to and probably pay about
I'm a cute
$3 to $5
old lady.
for a haircut. Examples like this are all up and down this street. Little businesses, either restaurants that are right in front of the home, or the first floor is maybe a convenience store, and then above that is where the people live.
Poor in money, rich in love. That's right.
Fruit bike. Yo, if you want a good workout, you got to get a fruit bike.
Hell yeah.
This guy's in great shape, nice skin. And why do you think that is? It's because this guy is driving a bike every day for hours. If you want to get in shape, get a fruit bike.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Well, look at this.
Wow.
Well, hi, guys. There's like single serve everything.
Oh, the little the shampoo.
So, whatever you need. So you don't
the
have
little
to
shampoo packets.
pick up some stuff. And we should
no
probably find
smooches for
a cool
free.
snack while we're here. This one, that's fried rice. Okay. I got some nice looking fried rice here.
Best ever food review show.
Cup
Well,
noodle.
gosh, guys, this is really exciting. It tastes like air. You have so
It
many
tastes like
crackers.
air.
What do you? Hello. Where are you going with all those crackers? Come back with those crackers. So this convenience store, the woman who I bought this from, she actually lives on the top floor. It's a short commute, right? You wake up, you go
It's very
downstairs,
different
you're at
from.
work.
So it's like, because it's like a second world. So Europe, a lot of countries in Europe are like first world countries. Vietnam is a second world country, but the economy is one of the fastest growing. So like, I would visit if you want to visit, like go on a vacation on a budget. I would visit sooner rather than later, because I don't know where it's gonna be in the next few years. But right now it's still pretty cheap. But like, there's a lot of. It's too far away. Yeah, that's fair. It's okay. There's a lot of like, it is very beautiful, but there is a lot of like trash and pollution and stuff like that. There's a lot of issues with like it's experiencing a lot of issues with China as well, and it's still even though the war was some years ago. Yeah, even the war was some years ago. It's still affected by it. So yeah, but I still think it's beautiful and still fun to travel to if you can. But it's gonna be a little pricier than it was some years ago, and in the future I think it's just gonna go up. Still a little cheaper than a Europe trip, I would say, but yes, very different vibe. Yes.
The place I brought you today, it is my favorite breakfast in Vietnam. And
I
I've
love
eaten
when
here
they use
a
scissors to cut
bajillion
stuff up.
times.
That's
Well,
how I
I've
do
only
it.
lived in the country a few months, but I've eaten here a lot. And what it's called is gom tam, and that means broken rice. And I know what you're thinking.
Gum.
What? Broken rice, what's that? Well, essentially, back in the day, the rice grains that were broken, that were not complete, they used to be like the slop. They would feed it to the pigs, or the poor people would eat that. But then they found that the texture of that rice was real good. And so now they actually will intentionally fracture the rice grains for broken rice. And then what often accompanies broken rice is some chicken, or what we're having today, which is a pork
Rice
chop.
made by
The
a
pork
woman
chops
named
are
Tam.
marinated in 50% fish sauce and 50% sugar. I later found out that's why they taste so amazing, because the sugar helps caramelize the fat on the meat, and it's, oh my god, it's so good. But it is a lot of sugar. So once I found that out, I did cut back on my pork chop intake. I was eating 3 pork chops and 3 eggs for breakfast, and then 3 pork chops and 3 eggs for lunch, and it might have been too many pork chops. When you get the
Pork
whole
chops are
shebang,
good though.
it includes
Pork
rice
chops are
as
my
the base.
favorite.
You get the pork chop, you get a fried egg. And
What's
this is
gross
called-
about it? Like
it's
the
called
eating
egg.
that
It's
much, or
an
like the
egg loaf.
sugar?
This egg loaf
It's
is
I
made
mean the
with
sugar
egg,
on it is like a
mushroom,
cooking technique,
and
like you said, to
vermicelli. And then
caramelize
on top, the yellow part
and
is
get that
also egg
flavor
yolk.
in.
And it has like a very meaty taste.
No, it's
Very good. Here,
you'll be surprised to find how like sugar in a lot of cooking to make the sauces that you might like. But
we
I
have
get it.
some
It is a
fried
lot
egg
of sugar
with
intake, but
skin. This is a spring onion
it depends. Like
dressing
anything with
that has a
moderation,
lot of
right?
oil
Like
in it with bits of
you just
fried
know how
pork
to
fat,
gotta
and the
know.
fried pork fat
It's
adds
not
some
like
awesome crunchy texture while
it's
you're
not gonna
eating,
be like a
the spoonful
candied
with the
pork
rice and
chop.
everything together.
Oh, you don't like sweet
so
pea
good.
meat?
Wow.
Okay, that's fair.
How much is this? Oh wait, let me practice. Bao Niu Dian.
Bao Niu Ting. Bao Niu Ting. How much is it?
So this is ridiculous.
Bao
If you
Niu
look at
Ting.
all
That's
this
a
food,
big
all of
hearty.
this
That's a
is
protein plate.
30,000, which is like $1.50.
Yeah, $1.50 for that big protein plate.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and a lot of the
It might not look like
street
it.
restaurants are gonna have that little plastic dining set, little table. You see how kids play with it, but it's like it's normal to like squat down.
I am a man who is at least 100 kilograms, and somehow these small plastic stools still support the weight of this show right now. I've got my intense Vietnamese coffee. This is
You're a bit
beautiful.
worried about the
This has gotta be
hygiene?
one of my top 5 favorite meals in Saigon. hands
Whatever
down.
doesn't kill
Now,
ya.
The first step is to remove all cucumber.
No, I think
And then-
despite how the
then put
street
it-
looks, They're pretty hygienic. They are constantly washing dishes. They're constantly keeping the area clean, even if it's maybe like on the poor side, like the alleyway is on the poor side. They're still very like, you know. But I get it. I feel that.
Oh, she's looking at me. Okay, I'm gonna hide it right here. We're gonna try this first, the jay. I just call it egg loaf.
Oh, I love the jay. Jay is good. But in Hanoi, it's gross.
No, that's good. That's egg loaf. It's very savory. It has a nice loafy texture from the.
Is
egg.
Hanoi that nasty?
Noodles, some body. And then this
I was only in
thick
Hanoi for
roll
like
on
a
the top,
day or
little
so because I was getting a
chewier on the
tattoo, so I
top.
didn't really get to.
And all of it together, splendid. In Vietnam, there is. Such
Oh
a
no, was it
spirit of
Hanoi? Was it Hoi An?
entrepreneurship.
I
They
don't
say,
know.
I'm gonna
One of
start
them.
this kind of business, and they make it work. Case in point, this is this lady's home right outside. She's making this every day for breakfast. The eggs, everything she's cooking is in the kitchen except for the pork chops. Now the pork chops are made on this grill here. The fan is for getting the flame going. And then what's really genius is how are you gonna plug in your fan way out here in the middle of the street? Oh, that's right. We'll just wire this electricity to go up and over to the house. So we can plug in
Innovation.
his fan every day to help stoke the fire for these delicious pork chops we're about to eat. So what you want to do, if you're skilled like me, you want to get your
Oh yeah, so tattoo artists in Vietnam are very talented, and it's much cheaper. And I think my best tattoo that I've gotten was in Vietnam, and I don't remember if I think it was Hanoi, but it might have been no, I think it was Hanoi. One day, not today, but yeah, I have a big piece on my side. It's like on my hip. It's like it's like my hip down to like a little above my mid thigh. It's a big piece. So and with the detail, so it took about 6.5 hours to complete. So I was there for a long time, and what was I gonna say? It took about 6.5 hours, and it's very detailed, and I like with a tip, including tip, I think I spent like $300 US dollars on it, and it's so worth it because like in America for a tattoo that size it would easily cost like $1,000. An Elvish. I like that D&D fan or Lord of the Rings fan. Yeah. That's cool. Small tattoos. Small tattoos
egg
are
on
still
top of the
cool.
rice and break it open.
Lord of the Rings fan.
Oh, this egg doesn't really have much of a yolk. Ideally, your egg would have a bit of a yolk that would ooze out. This egg's been hanging out for a little while, I guess. What's missing is you need to have
Fish sauce.
Fish sauce goes with almost
sauce.
every meal in Saigon, it seems. This is a country that is big on sauce. Big fans of sauce. And you know what? I can get behind that. We're going to get a little bit of rice, a little bit of the pork fat, and a little bit of egg.
Yum. Yummy yum. My mouth is watering.
Oh,
The
ridiculous. If you
fish
think
sauce?
I'm
Is fish sauce
exaggerating
just
for the
fish
camera,
fat?
I always make
I don't
these
know.
sounds while I'm here, and one time I almost got kicked out because she was very freaked out. These pork chops are absolutely beautiful. When they grill it, the sugar with the fat.
Let's see
comes
what fish
together,
sauce is
it
made out of.
caramelizes, and it creates such a wonderful taste and texture at the same time.
I know some of it's made out of anchovy, but I don't know what part of the anchovies.
I've had so many of these, and
So it's made out of salted anchovies that have been fermented. That's what fish sauce is for a couple years. Fermented anchovies.
I just never get sick of it. You got to get a little bit of everything. So we're gonna have some egg, some rice, some of this fried pork fat or skin. I'm not sure exactly. There's some fish sauce in there. Oh, all of that together.
It's good. You might be surprised. You might
So
be
good.
surprised.
Unbelievable. All I can say is
But they do have stuff
banned.
that's like
That is
easier
a
on your stomach
great
if you're not used to
meal.
like
Thank you, besties. Remember also
different
that you
kinds
are
of
called
foods. Like
besties
they
now,
still
and
they
you're
still have
cool
like
with it, and you, in
chains.
fact, you like
Each
it.
even though but
If
chains will
you
be
wanna
slightly
have
different
a
each
dope-
country. Like instead of French fries at a McDonald's, you're gonna get like rice. You're gonna get like a little rice instead. But or like at KFC instead of biscuits you get rice in Vietnam. They have like pizza and stuff. They try their best with Italian or like American foods. It's still gonna be slightly different, but they have stuff that's easier on your stomach too. And there's stuff like in Vietnamese culture, like in Vietnamese dishes that are simpler that you might
breakfast in
like.
a super local spot and have this lady wonder why you came here, then come here. I'm gonna put the
Yeah,
address,
this one was
and I
only
think
a dollar.
it's
It was a
hilarious
dollar
how
and
some people show up and actually came here to eat
$50
because of this
US
episode.
for this
Really
big
super
protein
sweet
plate.
lady. She doesn't overcharge me when I buy 6 pork chops and 6 eggs. Local food, local people, and local flavors.
This video came out 6 years ago. So that was the first one, best breakfast in Saigon. Are we ready for another? I need a snack. I think I need a snack, so I'm gonna be right back. Oh God. Oh God. exposed with the real name here. That's crazy. Nguyen. The Nguyen. Nguyen. Hi, Foxy. It's been so long. I miss you so much. Oh no, she found out my name. Hi. My brain needs... Oh, you have to leave? Goodbye. Oh, no. Oh, man, you have to run away because they found out your name. Okay. I get it. I'm slow to the punch, but I got there. So we just did, Foxy, we just did Best Breakfast in Saigon, a video from 6 years ago. So now we're doing a Vietnam food tour. Imagine doxing yourself. Listen, we all make choices. We all make decisions. It just be like that. YouTube dox me. Well, I like to dox myself. No. I want to go to your cafe. It says Austria in my about section. Yeah, you said it. You also said it on stream. It's alright. It's alright. I'm from the US, so. And I think I've said where, like, not the exact spot. I just the general area already. The region. So, I am an American. I have actually doxed myself because you're too lazy to have separate accounts. I'm not from the computer. No, Foxy's from the computer. Don't get your oh, excuse me, burpees. Burp count. I don't think the counter is on. Burp count. What? I totally burped. Why does it say 0? I burped. Yes, but your human partner has to provide a location for legal reasons. They don't accept your server addresses for some. Yeah, honestly. I get it. Sometimes we need a human chaperone. What the heck? My burp counter. I'm angry. I wonder why. I'm angry. I don't know. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired today. I've been tired for the past couple of days, so I may not actually. I might do my duo practices, but if I did, it would be towards the end. But today I thought we'd just appreciate some food, maybe read the folk tales, and then switch gears and do some anonymous question answering, because my inbox is full again. So that's how I am. How are you? Oh God. Me too. That's why I had a nap and missed the starter. It's okay. Naps are allowed. It's okay. No worries on being late. I don't know. In the Streamlabs chat bot, it has a counter section. And so I thought it was I thought it was intuitive, but it's okay. It's alright. Next time. Alright. Food tour. Ready? Everybody has their snacks and their drinks. I'm gonna take a bite of my chip. Let's go.
Food.
Oh
It's
my
one of
god. Why so? I'm sorry. I fucking made everyone deaf.
my favorite things to put in my body. But when I'm traveling, I don't always want to know where to find it. That's why today, One Trip Tours is taking me to all the best spots in Ho Chi Minh City. 100% of the eating and 0% of the thinking. Let's ride. Jum, the one driving the bike, this one is me if you couldn't tell. Jum created this Vietnamese foodie experience and is taking me all around the city, hitting up some Vietnamese classics as well as some harder to find spots. Location 1, food 1. Where are we and what are we going to eat?
So we are in Koyan Street now. This
Koyan
is one
Street.
of
Koyan.
the famous local and delicious street food roll in Saigon.
Okay.
Yes.
So all up and down the street, there's like a ton of street food.
Yes, ton of street food.
But what are we going to eat here
We
today?
are going to have the bò lá lốt. So in Vietnamese and translated into English, this is the beef roll.
Polalo.
Yes.
That's a lot of fun to say.
Ba la long, ba la long.
If you're ever on Goyang Road and see a
It's
restaurant
pretty
with
much a
more
spring
than
roll,
Snoop
but
Dogg's
not
bar after
quite.
a mighty hotbox session, it's probably this place, a street-side family-run restaurant making some of Saigon's finest bo la lốt.
This is the family business and this is the husband and the wife is supporting him. And inside the house, his mom is making the rolls and repairing it. So you see like he is
The
rolling
rolls.
and grilling it.
The closed captions
Yes,
isn't
this is
exactly
beef and
accurate.
also it is some fat.
Oh, I like
So
fat.
that is-
Yes, you get that smoky
Lá lốt,
flavor.
and lá lốt is the name of the leaf.
Ba beef
For just
ba
1,000 dong or $1.
for
the
$1.
come with rice paper, lettuce, star fruit, banana slices, cucumber, bean
Ugh.
sprouts, beef wrap.
But this
and
was
fat,
6
and
years
beef
ago,
wrap
so it
and
might have
fruit.
it probably
And
went
I'm
up,
gonna need a pro to help me put this all together. How do we eat it? Do we
but
just put
probably
it in
not
the
too
mouth?
much.
You want to do it together with me? So you have the rice.
Oh, you have the mini
Okay,
rice
So
papers.
the rice paper and you will wet it with a piece of vegetable
Okay.
and you put it here and then we have some star fruit.
Star
This
fruit.
one is kind of sour.
Okay.
Some fresh cucumber. Okay, and the green banana which is like kind of tasty and special and then we put some kind of herbs inside
Okay.
and Vietnamese basil
Yeah, herbs. It's all about
and now we're gonna put some rolls inside.
the herbs. It's all about the herbs. That's the key to youth.
And then the noodle. Oh, they're like layers of noodle.
Yeah. Don't forget some bean sprout.
Yeah. Never. Every time I go to Chipotle, I am like.
And then
they're
you wrap
never
it like
gonna
you would a
close this.
spring
Did you
roll
do
or a
it? And you did
burrito.
it.
Okay, so
That looks really
we
good.
have the roll.
Hi. We got a professional roller over here. I bet that's not all she rolls, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm just joking. And I just shove it in my mouth? Okay, I know how to do the rest.
Dude, he almost ate the whole thing in one bite.
As someone with intense ADD, I love this type of meal. You can talk with your friends, drink a beer. And
She
build
rolled better
your
than
own
Snoop
little
Dogg. Snoop
customized
Dogg has a
roll
professional,
all around the
like
different
hires
board.
someone
No, I'm gonna make
to
you-
professionally roll
So let me explain to
his
you about my culture.
his
Next, we're gonna
his
put
stuff.
on a star fruit.
So yeah,
because it's,
sorry.
good, and then
So
it's
yeah, I feel
cucumber
like at
'cause
this
it's
point, yeah,
good. I don't like
better roller than him because he
And
doesn't
then
do it
we're gonna
anymore.
put banana because it's good. These are the right reasons, right? And then it's some herbs because it's good. And then some rice blankets. Do you call it a rice blanket?
We chorus the rice noodle.
But you don't call it a rice blanket.
Yeah, not
I think that's a
really.
missed opportunity because look at this thing. It's a rice blanket. If you were like a little mouse,
If you're a little
you'd love
mouse,
to sleep with this and then wake up and eat it in the morning. Can I put this one on there?
Yes, why not?
Okay, so then we're gonna put the beef roll. All right, and then we're gonna roll that, and then I'm not doing it great. And then
This is
it's done.
good,
This is
though.
like a open face version.
Okay, this is good to eat that.
Yeah, you need to eat it. What do you mean? We're on a food tour.
Kind
Oh,
of
wait.
vegetarian.
All right.
uh oh.
She's a vegetarian. I guess I'm gonna have to eat it. No big disappointment. This meal was awesome, but with 2 more places to go, I somehow stopped myself from eating the restaurant's entire inventory as we headed to our next location on the
Make
side
a
of the
one
road.
bite pocket, yeah.
There's like a lot of couples here, right? Is this a spot where couples come and hang out?
Yes, you see like the view is so romantic and also
Look
like
at those
very fresh
big buildings,
environment.
city life.
So a lot of couples
We got
come
some
here
city
and
life
enjoy
going on.
shopping and seeing the view.
It's so romantic, it makes me want to be really close to our next food. Yeah, let's go eat it.
Let's go eat.
So I've got a drink here.
Yeah.
What brand is this?
This is the brand Nature.
What about this?
Well, so I heard that when you see people doing that, you think of the pizza, right?
Pizza or a taco or
Yeah.
a quesadilla? Yeah.
So like this is the grilled rice paper.
Yeah.
So previously we have the balalo and we use the
Balalo.
rice paper and we wet it to make the roll.
Right.
And this is another innovative way to handle with the rice paper.
Right now, they're grilling up some bancang nung, grilled rice paper filled with minced pork, dried baby shrimpies, fried onion, fresh spring onion, dressing, and it's all glued together with an egg.
Sometimes it can be quail egg or the normal egg from the chicken.
I think these were quail eggs, right?
Yes, this one is
Little
the
baby,
egg,
little
the
teeny
one.
tiny. Oh, they mix it up first. It's only 50 cents each. They mix it up first before they grill it. That's
love
good
the
to know.
texture.
Because I tried to make it at home and I
You're
fucked
right,
it up.
'cause it's hard and soft at the same time,
Yeah.
and the shrimp give a nice seafood taste, but it's not too much.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's just the right amount. So is this more modern
Yeah, more modern.
Vietnamese cuisine?
Yep, around 3 or 2 years lately, people start enjoying this kind of food a lot. So some people think that, well, I think the egg here is a little bit weird to go together with the rice paper.
What do you guys think? Weird food, or would you eat the heck out of this thing?
Eat the
Let me
heck
know in
out
the
of
comments
it.
down below.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I ate my whole taco, and you haven't eaten any. By the way, what is this called?
This is Vietnamese, right? So this
Yeah.
is bánh tráng nướng.
Bancang nung.
Bancang nướng.
Again,
Hold
one
on,
more
I think
time.
it
Bánh
sounded
tráng
racist when I
nướng.
said that. Let me try it again.
Yes.
My stomach real estate is slowly disappearing, but I do have room for one last spot, a tiny hole-in-the-wall seafood restaurant that I would have never found on my own.
This is a very local spot
This
where
is-
you could see no foreigners around.
No foreigners. Is that good?
Yeah, this is good because it's very famous with the local people
Ah, so it's like a
Look, they got a big glass of
like if you're
beer.
here on your own, you're not gonna find a place like this, right?
Definitely.
Maybe it's
I'm
tea,
confident
but
with
maybe
that.
it's also
This
just
place
beer.
is so secretive that they stopped me from shooting my beautiful B-roll, so as to not divulge the secretness of their food secrets. So please just close your eyes during this next part.
They got the mussels, they got the clams, they got the snails. Ooh, ooh.
Signature food here. This is the
no, it's fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue. Meow, meow, meow. Thức uống lửa muck. Yeah. You drink beer, but not the alcohol. But you still get the burpees. You gain the weight without the fun. Non-alcoholic. No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to diss you like that. I'm not no, I'm not super into beer. Like I can take a couple of sips and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's all right, but like the calories is in the alcohol. Okay. But like I have a gluten intolerance now, so I can't really have it anyways, but like I can never finish a beer. It's just like not my drink of choice. But it's not like terrible. It just takes me a long time. Like if you give me one beer, I'll take the whole night to drink it.
Barbie does paleo. Here's her omelet.
Yeah, will you wait for me?
Okay, I guess. Unfortunately, I can't tell you that these mini omelets are made with quail egg, minced spring onion, and seafood.
Cheers.
Oh.
Alright, enjoy.
That's ridiculous. So it's not garlic, it's just the minced white part of the onion,
Yes, the spring onion.
the spring onion.
Yep.
And that's why it has some punch to it, some kick, but the rest of it is really mild tasting.
Yeah.
That is outstanding. I love it. All right, I'm gonna have one more.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
All right. Jum and I continued on, experiencing a bevy of seafood, all with their own special twist. You eat the whole thing, right?
Snails.
Not really for me.
Oh, you don't eat the poop sack?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, eat the poop sack.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do the conclusion, and we're gonna drink. I'm gonna drink that beer.
Yeah.
In that order. Guys, the one trip food tour, it covers
The
6
poop sack is
different
good.
locations,
Hell
other
yeah.
places in the city. The
Hell
whole tour
yeah.
lasts about 4 to 5 hours. If you want to cut to the chase.
Oh, I don't need to watch the ad. All right. So that was a little food tour. Things were mostly $1.50, so a little pricier. Some of these, so here the coffee was 30 cents. The meal was $1.50. This was like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. Things were like $1. I don't know how it is now. Who would not want to eat little snail poopy doopies? That's crazy. It's good for you. What are you talking about? Alright. Vietnam's best street food on Saigon's wildest street. Bui Vien. I don't know if you heard that scream. It's my neighbor's children are screaming in the back. They're screaming in the distance. I mean, it's tasty. Like if you just cook it up and if you just cook up the whole snail in some coconut, who cares? You get the extra little protein. I will say it's not as bad as it sounds when you eat the one that Shrimps has because it goes along the back. Yeah, that's right. That's true. See, a lot of people don't actually realize what it is. Like we know what it is, but like my friends had no idea. When I told them, like, yeah, that's the poop. I'm like, oh, they didn't clean their shrimp. There's still poop in it. And they're like, bleh. What? I've been eating poop this whole time. And I'm like, I mean, you don't really notice. You don't really notice. It's fine. You're fine. Chill out. It's good. You're good. It's fine. You're okay. It's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. Alright, we taking a little snacky bite. Oh, she got stuck, sorry. A little bite of the snack. We're getting some, I got some Nutella here. I got some water here. Alright. What the hell? It's called a poop sack for a reason. Listen. Don't even worry about it. Well, okay, so if you ever ate in snails before, the sack is just attached and you don't really realize it when you first look at it. It's just like at the end. You think it's just part of the tail. But it's not. It's the poopy. Alright. Video number 3. 3 out of 7. Can we do it all? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's appreciate
Korea
it.
has Itaewon.
I keep forgetting that I have to reset the audio every video because it doesn't save. Oh God.
Thailand has Khosan Road, and Vietnam
I'm
has
so
Bui
sorry,
Vien.
everyone. Headphone users
Attraction
hate
for
me.
Foreigners, travelers, and backpackers looking to eat, drink, and get into all kinds of debauchery. Let's check it out. What is the personality of Bui Vien?
Yeah, very active.
Are some people getting too drunk?
Yes. Many.
You don't hate me? Thank you. I hope I didn't hurt your ears.
Yeah. Are you starting fights with people?
No. We are very friendly.
Bui Vien, a place where shadowy men might offer you some
Bui
cocaine,
Vien.
where prostitutes will let you know how handsome you are as you pass by, where kids blow fire in the streets hoping you'll hand over a couple bucks for the entertainment. Music, drinking, and plenty of food from all around the world.
Hell yeah.
Catering to foreigners and locals alike.
Japanese food.
That is beautiful. This is exactly why I came to Vietnam, because I want the best Japanese food I can find.
Looking for some of Vietnam's best street food, and I'm starting with something I've never tried before.
Oh, okay, so this one is older than the one we previously have watched, because he had tried snails before.
Hopefully my friends will teach me how to eat it.
Still
If you
6
look
years
at
ago,
the
but this
grill,
one came
what's
out
awesome
before.
about it
Oops.
is the structure that's
Oops.
holding these pans in place on this grill is actually made from an old oil drum that he's kind of cut out so that the woks stay in place. I like that kind of ingenuity.
My first night in Vietnam, after walking around solo, these two guys took me under their wing, offered me a beer and some tasty food. Lee has a shop selling electronics, and Yenna has a Japanese restaurant next door. Most nights, these guys have a picnic just like this.
So I've just ordered some snails, and you're gonna show me how to eat them, right?
Okay, go like this.
I like that, like, they're besties. Like, they're like, oh, we work together, let's become friends. Let's just eat together. It's just very friendly.
Have like whole body. Oh.
Very friendly.
Your turn. Yeah.
That's the poop sack right there.
Do it. Oh.
That's the poop.
Okay.
Isn't that looks like poop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it all.
There's a huge variety of snails and
Ok.
8 different
Ok.
ways to prepare
This is
them.
his
The
first time
snails I've
eating
ordered
poops.
today are sauteed
And now he
in
loves
oil,
it.
costing 50,000 dong.
Yeah, it does have a lot of poop.
$2.50.
Oh, you need the poop?
That's the tourist prices, baby. $2. We're hitting the $2 range.
Eat it. Eat it.
It's not poop, it's not poop, it's not poop.
Well, I mean, like, when I was a kid, I didn't know it was poop either, and I just ate it, and I freaking loved
I
it.
think it's good with
And now, like, you know?
Slowly. Oh.
It's not that gross. If you think about, like, the food we're already eating, I think it's gross to us because we're so detached from,
Is this your favorite?
like, the death of the animals that we eat, and we're just, it's very, like at the grocery store, it's just wrapped in plastic, it's sectioned off. We actually waste a lot of the animal.
The corn? Fried
Poop?
Yes.
Poop.
What is that called?
We eat the poop.
Bắp xào.
Bump sow?
Bắp xào.
Bup,
Tons of
bup,
motorbikes
sow.
donning a miniature mobile kitchen buzz around high population areas selling bup sow for 20,000 dong.
I'm
or
gonna put some poo-poo in your food. No, not everything is poop. Like, it's like, yeah, you certainly don't have to eat the poop sack, right? You can certainly still wash out your fish and stuff, like, make sure it's not like, yeah, we're going out of our way to eat the poop. Excuse me? You heard what I said. It's just like some of it is like, since it's so small, it's not worth like cutting off. But like, yeah, definitely clean your food. Like, don't go out of your way to eat shit of certain foods. But like, snail poop's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna make you sick. Shrimp poop's not gonna make you sick. They're so small.
$1.
Is that one for me? Yeah.
Little
All right,
corn
so
snack.
What we have here is some fried corn. He added some sugar, and then he had some little shrimpies. So it's got a bit of
Like a
seafood
dried.
flavor.
I love dried shrimpies.
Oh, that's good. Everything here is conducive to I've had 18 beers and now I want to eat. This is corn doused with margarine. They threw in some sugar for good measure, and then some little shrimpies because why not? And it tastes great. Here, Bui Viet, how many years?
We born here.
Born here on the street.
Yeah,
You like this area?
yeah. We have family there.
Your family is here?
Yeah.
And is this your cart, your food?
Yeah, some family. I do a picnic.
Ah, so you sell food
Yeah, sell food.
and you drink
I drink
every night?
sometime every
Yeah.
night.
Sometimes every night she got the
Tell
eyebrows.
anybody. Cheers.
You go here today. Please.
Go there? No, I'm gonna go home.
Go home.
I'm
Sleep.
tired, yeah.
Sleep alone.
Sleep alone.
She said sleep alone. Ugh.
She's like, what, you're going home to sleep alone? Loser.
Damn.
My unbearable loneliness, I hunted down a sweet companion, a dessert known as kem soy yak.
What is it? It's coconut juice? Coconut water? Yo.
我害怕哟。
Oh, I guess you don't have to, it's not a shot. You don't have to drink it that way. I just do that because I'm a fiend.
This confection is an assembly of ice cream, sticky rice, corn, and dried coconut
sweet
chips
sticky
served
rice.
in a mother freaking coconut for only 20,000 dong.
$1. Yeah, these prices pretty high.
Seems like this
These
weird
these be the
combination,
tourist
but the
city
texture
prices for the
goes
city
together amazing
slickers.
well. It's in this very cute, quaint coconut bowl, and they put real coconut chips in it. And for you guys out
Crunchy
wondering
coconut
why I wear a
chips.
bandana, this is why. I'm so hot.
All this eating has made me quite hungry, so before calling it a night, I wanted to grab a
Welcome
Vietnamese
back.
classic, the banh mi.
This is my second ever banh mi.
Oh, here we go. Let's just see how they make the banh mi.
Which was beautiful. It was not refrigerated at all. I took my life and my destiny into my own hands, and I said, if my stomach can't handle some unrefrigerated liver pate that's been hanging out for 5 hours in 90-degree heat, then I deserve to die. And it was delicious, and I lived.
Banh mi stands like this can be found on nearly every street in Ho Chi Minh City, and each place
New
usually
router.
has their own take on the classic Vietnamese sandwich.
Does
Tonight,
your
mine will
does
have
your
mayo,
internet
liver,
provider
soy sauce, onions,
give
green
you another
pepper,
one?
ham, and egg,
Or do you have to
and
get your
cost
own?
30,000 dong.
Wow. So all this for 30, which is about maybe a little more than $1. That's a pretty good deal.
Since
$1.50
this is a tourist
sandwich.
area, most street food will be marked up by 2 to 3 times.
I thought Asia equals rice, and it doesn't, because some nice French people came here.
Yeah,
a long
you
time
better
ago,
complain.
And they said, hey, guys, it seems like everything's going pretty well, but we're gonna help you out. And it wasn't that great. It wasn't always that great for everybody. But one thing that did come from it, from all
Freaking
the
colonizers.
and all the oppression, is the banh mi.
Oh yeah,
Every
sure.
time
We
you
got at
eat
least
it,
we
it's
got
like eating
baguettes.
a piece of history.
At least we got some
Dumbest thing I've
bread.
ever said. Oh. History. Here's what the banh mi reminds me of. You've got nothing to eat. You have nice sandwich bread, and then just stuff in your fridge, and you figure it out. And they just figured it out. They made it work.
Bui Vien feels like a different world. A blend of cultures, noise, neon,
banh
and
mi.
indulgence. Some people love it, and some people hate it.
Look, this street is not for everybody. It is very intense. It's dirty. It's grody.
It's dirty.
There
It's
are
grody.
Working women. There are guys trying to sell you cocaine. There are other guys trying to sell you marijuana. And then there's nice ladies trying to sell you a sandwich. So you can get a massage, or you can get a different kind of massage. And it's up to you. You can find whatever you want here. If you're looking for something less intense, then don't come here. And that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the new format where I eat yummy food. Let me know what you think, and let me know what kind of yummy food people should eat from your country.
Yay, yummy food. Punch the router. Punch the router until it works again. Punch. No, that's not how it works. Don't punch it. Don't punch it. No punches. Don't do it. Don't do it. Peaceful solutions. No, yeah, you call them. It sucks to be on hold and whatever, but give them a call. Be like, excuse me. Excuse me, but how dare you? Excuse me, but how dare you not be working? I hold it out the window and threaten to drop it if the connection cuts out again. No. Listen here, buddy. You best believe you might not ever see the light of day again. You best connect. You best do what you're told. So help me. Be a better router, or I will end you. I will drop you out this window. If you know go burn, you go down. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. Alright, so we have another breakfast video. This is video 4 out of 7 that I wanted to watch with everyone today. If you don't mind continuing to watch some videos with me. Alrighty, alright. Let's get it.
Flamed, yes.
Why? When am I gonna learn? When am I gonna learn? Jesus. Jesus.
This is a fire.
There we go.
Breakfast.
Best breakfast in Saigon for cheap. Can you even call it breakfast?
Best ever food review are going on another fun food adventure. This
You wanted to do the same, but was canceled by National Geographic. I feel like you're better off doing like YouTube, like channels that originally go on YouTube and like don't go on like TV and stuff. It really sucks because like National Geographic, like the fuck, it's like, don't you want people to see what you've done, like the world, and talk about it? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry that happened. YouTube stopped the stream and said, "Bad streamer. How dare you appreciate nature? How dare you? How dare you? No nature appreciation in this channel, apparently. The heck? I'm sorry that happened."
where we are hunting down the best breakfast. You will not believe
The helmet cam
diversity in
is
this
crazy.
city for just a few dollars. My first breakfast video reviewing gum tom in Vietnam inspired controversy. I've had so many of these. And
It's
I
not
just
for
never get
breakfast,
sick
it's
of
for
it. People
lunch.
commenting that this nice lady's delicious, sweet, marinated pork chops and eggs were not actually breakfast. Yet she was selling the food between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. So what else could it be?
Normally in Vietnam, we don't distinguish breakfast with another meal. I mean, you can just eat like a dish.
Yeah, you just
or
eat whatever you want. I'm
dinner
used to
for
just
breakfast
eating
as
whatever
well.
I want
So
for
yes,
breakfast.
forget
There's no
your
dedicated
cornflakes,
breakfast
because
food.
in Vietnam, when the sun rises and the motorbikes hit the streets, there's a huge diversity of breakfast options available.
A lunch that would send you in a food coma? Absolutely.
Or hủ tiếu, or you can get it dry like sticky rice or banh mi. Or
I like this
bò
girl
nét,
that
something like
he
that.
does a lot of
What's
videos
that?
with her.
The
She's
Vietnamese
awesome.
versions of beef steak.
Can we start with that?
Of course, yes.
Today on the Best Ever Food Review Show, we're getting beefsteak. The end.
Oh my god. Look at all these street bikes that you just walk through.
Right here.
It's kind of like Frogger, and you can't hesitate. Like, as soon as you stop, you're more likely to get into an accident rather than if you just walked straight across the road without caring. Because you have to trust that the motorbike people are crazy and can dodge you, because they can. They're actually really good. Licenses, what are those?
The pan
Common
is shaped
sense,
like a
yeah.
cow, so you know you're eating beef. I like that. It's very clear. Is this a normal breakfast in Vietnam, in Saigon?
Yeah, it is, because it contains a lot of nutrition. You know the name? Bò nét.
Ooh, a little sizzly steak.
Nét is literally
Nét?
Avoid.
Bò
We
nét.
got beef. Oh.
The beef void.
And then it all becomes inflamed. Yes. This is a fiery roasted breakfast. Oh
Little
my
skillet,
God.
little
That's a
skillet
work of art.
breakfast?
That took
Hell
2 seconds.
yeah.
And then on the side, she's giving him an assist. She flips the beef, throws on some pate.
Oh,
This is like a real team
God.
effort here. Oh, buddy. You best
Oh
believe we're
my
gonna get a
god.
cool slow motion montage
I haven't
just for
had
you.
this before. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry, it's so good looking. Crack that egg, baby.
This is probably the most exciting breakfast in Vietnam. I think it's probably as fun watching it being made as it's going to
Hell
be to eat it. Well, let's
yeah.
find out. Next.
You couldn't make this such a
Today,
fire in
our
the
order
kitchen,
starts with
absolutely.
peanut oil placed in a blazing
peanut
hot
oil.
cow-shaped skillet with some thinly sliced beef steak.
I love
then
peanut
a
oil.
sizzling fried egg. A scoop
It
of
like
liver
it's
pate,
sorry if
sauteed
you have an
onions,
allergy,
and a
but
bit
peanut
of
oil like
cilantro
really
on top.
elevates
All
the
this for
flavor.
under $3. Sam, they brought our
$1.65.
sizzling skillet to the table. It's not quite sizzling anymore because we had to get beautiful slow motion food shots. How are you doing?
I'm doing not so good because I'm starving.
All right, well, start the fun train. How do we do
Yeah,
it?
so Saigonese love soy sauce, so normally you're gonna pour this all over the plate.
All right.
And then
Hell yeah.
chili sauce.
This chili sauce, it's like super famous all over
It's like a
Saigon.
sweet
And
hot
to me, it's
sauce,
just kind of like a
sweet chili.
chili ketchup almost. And we just put stuff on the bread and eat it, right?
Yeah, that's why you need the soy sauce a lot, because you're gonna dip the bread into the soy sauce.
Oh, so there's like a little puddle in here. And full of that oil, soy sauce, sauce, some egg in there. I've got first pate, some onion. I've got some egg too. That is kind of smothered in that.
Hell
sauce.
yeah, little
Bringing it
bite-sized
all
sandwich.
together. It's like a bagel bite, everybody.
Little bite.
bagel
He
bite?
said
What is a
bagel.
bite?
Bagel instead of bagel.
It's,
Cheers.
I love it.
What's
That
a
is so
bagel bite?
delicious.
Yeah, it is. The pate here is homemade, so they make it by themselves. That's why
Really?
it's so delicious.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
creamy, rich, a little livery.
The pate reminds me of like corned beef hash. Like that's like, or something like that. We don't do bagels here. Bagels are impractical. Yeah, they have a big hole in the middle, but they taste so good. Do you still get that crunchy, like that thick outer texture though? Because like there's a certain texture to the bagel, not just like the hole too. That's really good.
Is this really how you usually eat it? All right, let's try it.
Deep.
Wow, this is the best bone in I've ever had, hands down.
Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, all the sauce comes out in the middle.
How much variety they pack into this bowl for only $1.50.
We have arrived at location number 2. This dish we're about to try is called ban kan kua. Is that right?
Yeah,
Ban
the
kan
noodle
kua,
here is special.
kua,
It's so thick
kua,
and so chewy.
ban kan.
And
Oh,
here's some
chewy
more
noodle,
customers coming. Or maybe
thicky,
they just
thicky
brought some
noodles.
like
Hell
sauce.
yeah.
Ngon không chú?
Good. All right, guys, that's
Very
from a
good.
local. Look, I usually don't trust V, but when there's a local here telling me it's
You don't
good
trust
food, then I
V.
know it's good food.
Hey, I can hear it.
Our bankan starts with thick, slippery tapioca noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's like these fat, slippery white
Yeah,
noodles.
so
She's
thick.
preparing someone's bowl. Maybe it's the shelf guy.
Yeah.
Then some
Lots of baked
boiled egg and
goods.
scallions, a piece of mock
No need
crab,
for the
a
holes.
shrimpy, and then actual real chunks of crab.
Yeah,
And
true,
then
true,
from there,
true.
She's gonna put in the broth.
The vibrant orange color of the broth comes
We just
from
don't do
crab
bread
eggs,
that
and
well
you
in
get a little
America.
blood
Like,
cake,
I
too.
wish we had more
30,000 for a
bakeries.
Huge bowl of breakfasty food.
Oh,
What
oh,
time do they
oh,
open
oh,
here?
look at this.
They open at 7 a.m.
If they give it to you in the morning, it's breakfast officially.
Hell yeah.
Breakfast number 2 has arrived, and then give me what's happening. Can you just host my show for me already? I just want to eat.
Okay, guys, so we have here 2 beautiful bowls of tapioca noodle. This one is a Chinese donut. You're gonna dip it in here.
Okay.
Also, you're gonna need to make the dipping sauce as well.
Oh, I knew it. We're gonna start with some sauce. We've got fish sauce. Mix that with a little bit of chili, and then we're gonna squeeze some lime on top, and we're ready to go. This
You
broth
need
is
the
super,
lime.
like,
Or
thick,
kumquat.
viscous. It's drenching my bread. I'm gonna put that in the old mouth hole.
Food bean.
They say Chinese donut, but it tastes more like a baguette than a donut. I want you guys to keep that in mind. You're not having like a sweet donut, grainy, like fluffy. Like even the texture is very different. It's just more of like an airy baguette rather than a donut, than a plain donut. If that makes sense.
So savory, bouncy. It is salty. Oh, they have the real crab in there too, then, huh? So they've got some mock crab and some real crab in there. Can I? No, this is my close-up. Okay. Oh yeah. The bigger trick here is these flippin' noodles, because look at how slippery these suckers are. Yeah. I'm gonna try to grip it. Oh, there we go. I got a good bite right here. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Mock crab. It's
Those
cheaper.
noodles have absorbed that broth
I don't know
and
who
that flavor.
came up with it,
They're
but
very
it
soft and
should
a
be
little
cheaper,
freaking hard to
right?
grab onto.
Like
Never mind.
What? My chopsticks skills are on fleek. These are the kind of noodles, though. It's not like eating ramen. I think you got to get your face like up in
he
the
said
bowl.
on
Be careful
fleek.
when you slop it. You don't want to splash all
On
the
fleek.
sauce
Guys,
all around.
I want to be serious for a moment because that's a really good point. Thank you so much. I mean, a lot of people won't talk about that, but on my show, we like to get real. All right, breakfast number 3.
Yeah.
Our last stop today, another breakfast value
Ooh, like a
steal
cold- oh.
using hutyu, a thin rice
hotyu?
noodle.
In Vietnam, there's a few different types of main noodles, and then here hutyu, which
So like a
is
thinner
somewhat common
noodle.
in Vietnam and Saigon, but we just haven't featured it yet until right now. Today we're ordering our noodles dry. So here we have these bundles of hut yu noodles. Look at that little guy. It looks like a little bird's nest. So that bundle right there is just gonna be for one bowl of noodles. First, they blanch a bundle of noodles. Once the noodles are done, they add soy sauce, fried pork fat, fried onion, fried garlic.
Fried pork
minced
pat
pork,
just
and
tastes like
scallions.
little
Wow, she
like
really
bacon
completed it
bits.
with the shake there. And then the soup is on the side right here.
Yeah.
Dry noodles always come with some broth on the side. Here, they start with fried garlic and onion, a shrimpy, pork intestines, sliced pork, quail egg, and rib meat. Fill it up with some
It is
savory
definitely
pork broth
okay to
and
play
we're
with your
ready to
food.
go. Let's bring this to the
Absolutely.
table. All right, let's go, Kai. Let's go in slow
Any
motion.
way to get it to
Montage.
get you to eat it better.
Good. Is it in slow motion?
Yes, absolutely,
We have our
absolutely.
last meal here spread over
Making
several
happy
dishes
faces, hell
and
yeah.
meals. And Vee, what are we
I feel
getting
like
into here?
So this is
as
the
adults we
dry
lose our sense of like childlike wonder and we
Nice, dark,
lose our sense of
salty,
playfulness, but it's
soy-based
actually
sauce in there,
very
a
important.
bunch of
And like
minced
therapy
pork. We
now,
got also a side
some
bowl. It's
therapy
kind of a fun
practices
grab bag full of different
incorporate
meat
more
slices.
play.
We're gonna line it up
It's
a bit.
important too
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
to play.
It's my
And
first
so if
time
you
having
can
this kind of hut yu, so I wanna just
make
start
life
with
fun, even if
the
it's
kind of
just like with your
intended flavor
food,
here. It looks like
to make
there's
it more
already a
enjoyable.
rich, salty sauce on here.
I know
I'm
it's
gonna
not
try
exactly
this out.
playing.
Yeah, I approve.
I'm saying playing in a more literal sense, but playing with your food also constitutes as
I took
being
too big of a
playful.
bite. That is a hearty noodle.
Being creative,
It
being
really surprises
awesome,
you 'cause it's quite
being
thin,
good.
but it's got a lot of chew to it. If
You know
put
what
in
I
too
mean.
much,
You know what I'm trying to
it's a
say.
trap. I couldn't even do a yummy face. I could hardly breathe. Let me try again. That's nice. All right, let's try out this broth.
Really good.
A little
Let's
sweet,
do natural.
a little salty,
Yes,
fatty,
yes,
but very
yes.
delicate. Like nothing too powerful.
The side of soup with the
First of
cold
all,
noodle.
intestines
That's a
were
big
hot.
side of soup, actually. The heck?
It's a good intestine, very chewy. I like it. This big bad boy right here is our main piece of pork. This is the star, the leading roll.
Yeah.
Pick it up and just try to
When you get it
peel
on the
that meat
bone
right
and it's
off
all
it.
that fat and cartilage. I eat that shit with my hands. You can't really eat it with a chopstick. You just take your
Fatty,
hand
a little
out.
bit tough. How much is this whole dish?
Only 37,000.
And it really soaks up. It's
Then
$1.65 and it really soaks up the
I'll be
broth,
honest, some
the
people
sauce
have
that
been
it's in.
complaining about me taking too big of bites on my show. I'm gonna take
Another
a
bite?
medium bite. Is that a medium bite?
That's a big bite.
I love it. Well, V, thank you so much for showing me how to eat again. And for you guys,
I am so
let me tell you about a company
hungry.
called One Trip. One Trip is the highest
I want
rated
some
tour company
Vietnamese
in
food
Vietnam.
right
Whether it's food tours, adventure tours,
now.
or village tours,
I
One
am
Trip is
so
the best way to experience
hungry.
the real Vietnam. To learn more about One Trip, check out the links in the
Me too. I made some chicken soup a few days ago, but it's almost done now. It's not a Vietnamese soup. It's not Vietnamese food. Ay 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 ay. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. Alright. So that was 4 videos out of 7, but I think 4 videos is enough for now. Trying to think, so I'm gonna add this to a playlist. Oh god, how do I add it to a playlist? I know how to do it like on my phone, but when it comes to like the YouTube format, I'm like hello. So we're doing 10 foods under $1 next time, cheap and tasty street food, Sea Turtle Lake, and then 5 Hanoi street foods. Yeah. Oh, it's next to share. But it's not here. Hello? Why can't I add it to a playlist? I normally do it on my phone and it's like easier. My goodness. My goodness. It's okay. I'll just star them. Just star them. I'll make some bookmarks. I don't have the 3 dot on my screen though. So sad. Alright. It said earlier that the the curriculum changed a little bit, so I'm back to the first part of Unit 2. Sad. Ooh. Ooh. It's okay. It's okay. I'll do it next time. I'm a little... I don't know. Not that I'm avoiding my Vietnamese lessons. I'm just so tired today. Like, I rather answer some questions maybe. But now that I'm thinking about it, not really. I don't know. I'm tired. What do I do? Watch more videos? Read a story? Okay, I think I can read. Let's go to the library. Let's go to the library. We're gonna read our book. Oh yeah. Let's go to the library. Let's go to the library and read our book. Oh. Alright. Let's read. Let's get some fire crackling noises going. Get that classic fire. Get that classic fire going. And let's read some folk tales. Let me drink a drink real quickie. Let's read something. Read a little something something. Alright. Okay. So, last time we read a few. We read The Crab Couple last week and The River Kingdom Princess. Let's read The Ant That Sued the Yam, because that one, the title of that one sounds silly. The Ant That Sued the Yam. The Ant That Sued the Yam. Traditional Vietnamese folktale. The lesson learned is this is about justice in the great beyond. The description of the story says, there are issues, legal and otherwise, that cannot be resolved in one's lifetime. Many people believe that hell does exist, and it is where worldly injustices can be fairly judged by the king of hell. The following story bears a touch of Buddhism with its details about reincarnation and the worlds beyond this human realm. It also illustrates that the human laws, one good favor deserves another, and an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, be it in this world or in any other ones. There once was a rich young man who wanted to marry a girl from a poor family because of her extraordinary beauty. He asked a matchmaker to ask for her hand on his behalf. While the couple was waiting for an auspicious date to get married, the greedy matchmaker suddenly had a change of heart. In the same village there lived a young woman of noble descent who had long been secretly in love with the handsome rich young man. She sought out to the matchmaker and promised her a large sum of money to persuade the rich man to cancel his wedding plans with the poor woman. The matchmaker immediately went to see the young man and wove a tale about his fiancée having a secret affair with a poor student. The gullible man became very angry. Without verifying the facts, he immediately announced the annulment of the wedding plan, leaving the poor woman completely heartbroken and fallen from cloud 9. Taking advantage of the rich man's anger about the affair, the matchmaker sweet-talked him. Now, don't be sad anymore. One can only keep those who want to stay. I have yet another match for you, one whose family status is completely compatible with yours. This is scummy behavior, if I say so. In order to quickly forget his resentment towards the unfaithful woman, the man hastily accepted an engagement with the noble woman. A wedding swiftly took place. In the meantime, the poor, shamed woman jumped into the river to kill herself, bringing along the injustice done to her into its silvery currents. Not long afterwards, the rich man died in an unfortunate boat accident and was survived by the still very young widow. Due to his untimely death, he was qualified to be reincarnated a few years later. Meanwhile, the young woman's lingering soul was still full of love's bitterness from her past life. She asked Yama, the god of death, to let her linger in the netherworld to collect her debt of love before returning to the human world. Yama compassionately accepted her request. The rich man was reincarnated into a poor family and grew up to be a student without a penny to his name. Besides his study time, he had to work odd jobs to buy school supplies. While he worked for a rich man, the man's favorite daughter, whom everyone called Miss Ant, noticed him because his handsomeness and diligence. Before long, they became inseparable. "You must hurry and ask for my hand before my father forces me to marry someone else," said the rich man's daughter to the poor student. "This is the gold that I have been saving up so far, which I have molded into the shape of a yam." If you only had one daughter, it would be your favorite daughter. That's true. "Take it and bring it to my father as your wedding present." The poor student went to a matchmaker to ask for her help in arranging the marriage. The rich man was not pleased, but reluctantly accepted the marriage request out of his love for his daughter. On the auspicious day, the matchmaker accompanied the poor student to the rich man's house. Unbeknownst to him, the poor woman's bitter soul had taken the golden yam and replaced it with a real one. When the matchmaker opened the gift box in front of the rich man's large family, there was nothing but a huge, rough-skinned yam inside. The rich man became furious and reported the incident to the local mandarin, who ordered soldiers to whip both the student and the matchmaker. Oh, God. 100 times for their deception. Oh, God, this is terrible. This is a terrible story. As for Miss Ant, she felt so embarrassed and resentful that she fell ill and died. Once in another world, she asked to meet with Yama to bring the deceiving student to justice. Yama told her what happened and asked her to wait until his death, as only then his debt from his past life be paid. That's fucked. Okay, so I feel like it's not the dude. I think a lashing constitutes enough. Why do they constantly keep punishing this dude? It sucks. If you love someone, if you truly love someone, and you want to have a healthy relationship, if you want a future with someone, you have to communicate. And all of these problems could have been solved with just proper communication. It's a common denominator, right? It's the matchmaker that should have been. It's the greedy matchmaker's fault. And the gods of death should realize that, because they know all. So, fucked up. I thought it was going to be a funny story. I was disappointed. It's alright. Let's do... What's next? There's a story called The Story of the Brooms. Like broom to sweep with. That one sounds interesting, but I'm not sure. 140. Aw, man. What the hell is this? You go tell your grandma. I don't know. Is Yuna still here? Yuna, what does Yuna think about these stories? Yuna, have you heard any of these stories before? I've not heard these stories before. I've heard about the dog story, the stone dog story, because that's like a classic, and they do a lot of like shows based off of that. But yeah. Alright. Next story. Maybe Yuna not here. Next story. The story of the brooms, the Jade Emperor's punishment. Are people in the fairy world pure, or do they still have human frailties? Many fairy tales depict them as being not so different from worldly people. They too have the same emotions and desires, and oftentimes violate heavenly laws, just as we do. Just as we do our social norms. With trifling wrongdoings, they can be sent down to earth to live as humans. With serious offenses, they could become animals or even objects on earth, as told in the story below. Fuck. Alright, let's try it. Long ago in the Heavenly Palace, there was a fairy in charge of the Jade Emperor's kitchen. She was the Emperor's favorite chef because no one came close to her talents as a cook. The elaborate and delicious dishes that she made were imperial meals, exclusively prepared for the Jade Emperor. Mandarins, soldiers, and servants all had their own separate food. No one could touch the Jade Emperor's meals, not even his leftovers. His unfinished food would only be handed down to the mandarins whom he had personally selected. God fucking what? Aside from her busy time in the kitchen preparing lavish meals for the Jade Emperor, the fairy cook spent the rest of her time in romantic daydreams, for she had fallen in love with a male fairy who worked as the Jade Emperor's horsekeeper. The fairy romance between the youths went smoothly and was unlimited in passion. He was a handsome fairy who, besides taking care of heavenly horses, excelled in horseback riding and archery. His only vice was his love for food and drink. As she was head over heels in love, the fairy cook completely ignored the strict rules of the kitchen that no one could touch the emperor's exquisite and exotic food. From time to time, she would steal some imperial food and rare spirits from the kitchen and bring them to the fairy horsekeeper. The heavenly kitchen was not very far from where he herded his horses. Every time he craved the strong flavor and bold taste of the imperial wine, all he had to do was signal her by singing his melodic and charming voice. Listen, are you manipulating, or is this like... As soon as she heard the tune from afar, the fairy cook would stealthily take some of the rare wine and run out to give it to him. One day, the whole heavenly palace was busy with preparations for a special holiday, with the kitchen the center of all activity. Just then, the fairy cook heard the fairy horsekeeper song from a distance. Listen! Have boundaries! She took some wine, rushed them out to him, and hurried back in order to finish her cooking in time. When all the dishes had been nearly prepared, the fairy cook and her assistants went to their rooms to change clothes, so they could be ready to serve a meal to the emperor and the whole court. I am angry. I am angry. They got me like this. I'm angry. Served the meal to the emperor and the whole court. Meanwhile, at the stables, the fairy horsekeeper guzzled up in delight the delicious drink brought to him by his lover. When he finished, he suddenly felt extremely hungry. He headed for the heavenly palace. Dude, the fuck? Well, straight up, he's disrespectful. Not just for her and her stuff, but just like to the emperor himself, too. I mean, the emperor sounds like a jerk for not sharing, but like, listen, come on. You know there's a severe punishment, and you know that your lover is like in a high position, and you have to think about how your actions have consequences. This shit makes me so angry because a common issue in any relationship is like, whether it's romantic or friendship or family, is like people not taking responsibility for the actions, people not like thinking. I'm so angry. Meanwhile, at the stables, the fairy horsekeeper, when he finished, he suddenly felt extremely hungry. He headed for the heavenly palace and sneaked into the kitchen, where he saw countless... Yeah, bitch, turn into a broom. Trays of abundant food waiting to be served to the emperor. In his ferocious hunger and tipsiness, he thought of nothing else but to grab the aromatic, delicious food. He stuffed it into his mouth and gluttonously devoured. He ate until full, then sneaked out and ran straight home. As the kitchen fairies got ready to bring the meals out to court, it struck them all as odd that the neatly arranged food had been messed with by a mysterious hand. The alarmed fairies informed the soldiers, who then reported the incident to the emperor. He became completely furious. The fairy cook immediately realized who the culprit was, so she thumped her head onto the floor and admitted her fault to the emperor. He banished both fairies down to earth in the form of household brooms. Well, it's so extreme. It's so extreme, though. Just share your food. It's fucking rude that everyone worked really fucking hard to make this food, and it's for a special event. So don't stick your hand in all the people's food. That's disgusting. Like, first of all, have better standards. I don't care how handsome he is. If he's a piece of shit, he's a piece of shit. But at the same time, becoming a broom is way too severe. Maybe the emperor should think about how his actions affect others. If everyone's so hungry, the fuck? I don't know. Day in and day out, the two brooms would move around a kitchen, sweeping away all the trash and leftovers. The emperor gave them only 3 days off on the occasion of the Lunar New Year's 3-day celebration. For the rest of the year, they had to continue their dirty work to pay for the mistake they had made back when they were in the heavenly palace. Let's read the culture. Yes, it's hard to learn from the stories when you're smarter than the people in it. Yeah, true. All right, let's read the cultural notes from this story. In the past, a man would be judged on at least 2 aspects, whether he was a well-versed scholar or whether he was a good fighter. One who was good at both would be considered well-rounded. Most common weapons used in old times were bows, arrows, and different kinds of swords. When referring to a man, one would associate him with the desire to live a fighter's life, using the expression that means fulfilling the desire of using bows made of tang wood and arrows made of bone grass. Just a little gremlin. Just a little gremlin. Exactly. We just little gremlins here. Only gremlins here. Traditionally, Vietnamese people do not use the broom to sweep the floors during the 3 days of Lunar New Year. According to the story, people do not do this because they want to honor the Jade Emperor's decision that the brooms, formerly the fairy cook and fairy horsekeeper, should have 3 days off every year. To most people nowadays, however, it is the belief that sweeping out trash on New Year's implies sending out their fortune and wealth. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, what do we think? One more folk tale? You should have 3 days off every day. For real, for real. I don't wanna work. Je ne veux pas travailler. I don't wanna work. Désolé. Alright, so we read The Ant That Sewed the Yam, underwhelming. The story of the brooms. You would never miss a stream again, but you have to work. You have to work. It's okay. You're so sweet to me. Alright, so there's classic Vietnamese story, The Two Stone Dogs. Very classic. Very classic. So we'll read that because and I've read it before, but it's not fair to not read it just because I've read it before. What are we guessing here? What do you think The Two Stone Dogs is about? For those who don't know about The Two Stone Dogs, it's 2 daughters that didn't want to get married and got turned into dogs. No, actually it's not. It's actually one of the better stories of these stories. Yeah, there's no there shouldn't be misogyny in here, but maybe from what I remember. Alright, The Two Stone Dogs. The lesson: greed is a bottomless pit. The description of the story says, the Swiss have a saying, the poor lack much, but the greedy lack more. Many stories have been written about human greed from generation to generation, from country to country. Those stories not only recount cases of human greed, but also make fun of it to teach people a lesson. The following story has its own witty way of mocking greed. Human greed is so ridiculous that even a stone dog has to burst out laughing. Are we ready? Let's read. There were 2 brothers whose circumstances were very different. The older one had a happy family and a lot of wealth, but he was very stingy. The younger one was still single and as poor as a church mouse, but he was kind-hearted and always ready to help those in need. One day, while the older brother and his wife were having lunch, an old beggar appeared at the gate and asked for some rice. Not only did the rich but stingy couple give him nothing to eat, but they released their dog on him to chase him away. The old man then went over to the younger brother's house, where the poor brother was eating his porridge. The brother eagerly offered the beggar a bowl full of porridge. Finishing it, the old man still craved more. The younger brother gave him another bowl, then another one after that. completely full now, the old man got up and told the younger brother, "You are a poor man with a big heart. I am, in fact, a deity. Deity. Follow me, and I will show you where there is a lot of gold, silver, and precious gems." The younger brother followed the old man to a high mountain peak. In front of an ancient temple, he saw 2 stone dogs sitting to guard the door. The deity used his cane to knock on the head of one of the dogs. The animal immediately opened his mouth widely. The deity ordered, "Put your hand into the dog's mouth. There are a lot of riches inside. You can take as much as you wish." "Hi, kid. There's candy in my van." The younger brother did as told. There was indeed countless gold and silver, but he just took as much as his hands could hold and went home. With the unexpected fortune, he bought land, built a nice house, and married a beautiful wife. Seeing that his younger brother had suddenly become rich and lived a completely different life, the older one was very curious. He asked his brother how he had acquired wealth like this. The younger one candidly told him about the deity disguised as a beggar. The older brother then went home and told his wife the story. From that day on, both husband and wife kept hoping for the old beggar to return, asking for food. It was still worth. Hey, a little goes a long way, you know. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And that goes for friends as well as fortunes. Oh my god, is the whole time has the bottom just been have I just been sticking to the bottom? I'm embarrassed. Oh my god. There we go. So there's just a little slit at the bottom of the screen where like I wasn't there. If that makes sense. It's okay. If you didn't notice it, it's fine. It's fine. Not too long after, the beggar actually did. As soon as they saw him at the gate, they hurriedly invited him in and offered him plenty of rice, meat, and drink to his heart's content. Y'all didn't see anything, and that's okay. And I'm glad. When he had hardly finished eating, they mentioned the trip to the mountain to see the stone dogs. The old man gladly took them with him. Once they arrived, the couple got as much gold, silver, and diamonds they could from the dog's mouth, and stuffed everything into huge bags that they had brought along. The greedy husband kept putting his hand into one of the stone dog's mouth to get more and more and more of the gold. The deity had long since disappeared, and night was falling, but the man was obsessed with taking the riches despite his wife's urging to go home. Suddenly, the stone dog shut his mouth, and the man's hand got stuck inside. Hell yeah, he got bit. No matter what both husband and wife did, they could not get it out. The couple just sat there and cried together for a long time. The husband lamented, "I guess the deity has punished me for my greed. Now you have to go home and bring me food every day because I don't know what else to do." From that day on, the wife had to bring food to her husband in the mountain every day. After only a few months, she became exhausted and cried to him that she could not handle this any longer. He sadly said, "I know you can only do so much. Let me just kill myself that you won't have to worry about me anymore." With these words, he was about to bite his tongue off. Frightened, his wife leaped towards him in an attempt to stop him. Unfortunately, she slipped and fell flat on the ground, a scene that would make people laugh until they cried. Both the stone dogs also burst out laughing. With the dog's mouth open wide and the husband quickly pulled out his hand, the couple then held on to each other's hands and ran for their lives down the mountain without daring to look back. Even after the couple abandoned their greedy and stingy ways and treated everyone around them very kindly. Hey, at least they learned from their actions. It took them a very long time, and they're probably still not perfect, but hey, they did it. No one died. No one died. That's good. That's good. Nobody deaded. Nobody deaded. And that was the story today. That was the story today. Hehe. Also, wife, I can't bring... It is, like, I think, like, I think really, I think she's just very sad. With all the gold, build a house around the dog. Yeah, that's true. But I think like it's hard to get anything done. It's like it's very scary and very like depressing to have your loved one stuck on something. So like I get how like she wasn't able to do what we would have done, like build the house around the dog. Get that up the mountain. I'm like, honey, you got to be hungry for a couple days. I'm gonna try to make a house for you. But hey, they were released. That's good. That's good. They got released. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me, burping. They got what they deserved. They learned a lesson. He was stinky and poopy and peeing in the same spot for 2 months. Yeah, it's the best story so far. Let's take another bite of some chippies. Isn't this like the golden egg goose story? Probably. It's cool that different cultures have similar stories. It's just like there are humans all around the world, but if you ever like, it makes me think of how different civilizations started around the world. Although every culture is different, there are a lot of similarities, a lot of parallels with inventions and like how they farmed and what they farmed with and stuff like that. The tools people tended to create, and now civilization has expanded and has developed further, and how you see parallels in the stories that they pass down and the lessons that you learn. I just think that's cool. That's cool. But yeah. I think I will keep the stream a bit short today. I know we watched a lot of videos and we read. I'm not going to be able to do some Duolingo today. And I don't think I have the energy. I just don't have the energy today, and I apologize. But I will be back on Tuesday. I know Thursdays I normally stream ASMR, but I will be going on a trip and I'll be out of town. So I'll see you all on Tuesday. Okay, thank you for being here with me today. I love you all. And let's see. Okay, so Pickle's still streaming. So let's get ready to raid, okay? Pickle games. Let's go. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's go raid.
Where the orcas live, because they might eat you, or you might freeze to death, or get eaten by a leopard seal. Yo! Thank you, Koi, for raiding. How was your stream? I would love to know. Tell me everything. Tell me everything. I'm talking about regular anchor chains, talking about ship. Yeah, ship grade chain. Yeah, them big ones. The big ones. Koi raid, pog. Pog! Look at me, everybody. I am Al, and I'm under artillery fire because I'm a chap.